Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of the Indie Diaries podcast, the show on the human stories behind indie game development. This is your loyal Indie Diaries and host, Anthony L. Wolf, and this episode is episode 78, Indie Diary number 78. We're nearing the 100th episode, just about 22 episodes away, and I'm hoping that by the time this episode goes out, I have something really cool lined up for you, but we'll get there. But for this one, this is also a very cool episode. I am with Simy, who's a solo developer working on a beautiful roguelike called O3 or 03. He has a lot of passion for the craft. He's a tattoo artist turned game dev, but I won't spoil too much. Get into the episode and find out for yourself. In the meantime, before we get there, I want to shout out to my amazing patrons who are, as ever, Fishbum Dev and Peleg. Thank you guys so much for your support every single month, and you too, listeners, can support the show if you want to. You can go to patreon.com/theindiediarist and check out my tiers to get bonus content and episodes in advance and whatnot, or you can follow me on social media and you'll find all the links in the description of the episode. But now, let's get into Indie Diary number 78. Alright, hello everybody and welcome to a new episode of the Indie Diaries podcast. Today, I'm here with, your name is Simeon, as I've seen on your media kit, but you like to be called Simy. So Simy is a developer from Italy, and he's working on a beautiful little horror game inspired by a lot of different artistic sources and sources of inspiration, actually. But I won't say anything else about yourself. Please say a few words about yourself, Simy, what you do, where you're based, and a little bit more about your game.
Okay. Hi, everyone, and thank you very much for having me here, Anthony. And I'm Simy. I'm an artist based in Italy, mainly working as a tattoo artist and a solo game developer. Right now, I split my time half and half between my studio and building O3 Halo Decent. I've been a gamer for my entire life, let's say. The 19-year eras, like Nintendo, Sega Mega Drive, the PS1. And that passion for games has always been there. At the same time, I've been an artist mainly tattooing, working with surreal and biomechanical styles. And around 2017, I started getting curious about how games are actually made.
Okay.
And I will watch devlogs now, GDC talks, tutorials, trying to learn the process.
I was going to say that your tattoo artist background is really interesting. I think you're the first tattoo artist that I speak to that is also a game developer. And honestly, I feel like, as a tattoo artist, you'll probably have a passion for all your artistic influences, including Geiger and such. I mean, I can somehow see why it makes sense for you to love all the surreal and biomechanical art and stuff. But yeah, please go on. Didn't want to interrupt.
The point. Thank you for making that in the like, because my mainly style was practically that one, because my preferred artists are Giger and Bejinsky, and I always draw in that kind of style. Yeah. And my mainly, when I start doing tattoos, my main subject was basically biomechanical.
Amazing.
It's that, and from there it was very, very easy to connect these two parts.
Amazing. Yeah. And I'll say, I mean, I wasn't familiar with the art of what's his name, Bechinsky?
Bechinsky, another surreal,
Exactly. Yeah, I wasn't familiar with his art, and yesterday I looked into it while I was preparing the questions for this episode, and wow, some really really cool stuff. So
Yeah,
I'm definitely found a new one, I guess that I didn't know before, but I didn't know Geiger because of Alien, and a really
exactly.
big fan of the series. But yeah,
Super.
well, thank you, Simi. That's great to get started. I think you probably were about to mention your game, and which is O3, right?
Yeah,
Or 03. Don't know how you prefer
yeah,
to
it's
call it.
the same because now 03. You can name it
Yeah.
03 too. It
Hmm.
was a bit of playing with the name, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, you can normally it's 03. Right now the name is 03 Hollow
Hmm.
Descent. Okay, but
Hmm.
you can yeah
Okay.
name it 03 also without problem.
I guess. Well, what makes sense to for the listeners to know at this point is that it is it is basically a game that is born of all your passions for games and such, and also your artistic inspirations. And it's a horror, like I would say it's kind of Lovecraftian in a way, because of
Yeah,
the way. Yeah,
it
exactly.
have
Because
that
of the
yeah visually
yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, because of the cosmic horror and also the kind of artistic influences, they do they marry up with Lovecraft very well, I would say. But we'll have a chance to talk more about the game in a short bit. But before we get into the actual episode, as you know, Simi, we have a little prologue segment here. I think my cat just pooped, so if you hear background noises because she has the post poop zoomies.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway,
Okay.
she's just running around a lot right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So yeah, well, as I always say, I like to see these episodes as like diaries, indie diaries, in fact. So this is all about you. But before we get into the chapter 1 and 2, and we get towards the end, I want to do a little prologue segment, which is a little bit of an icebreaker. So I'm going to try and ask you as many questions as I possibly can within 60 seconds. There is no pressure to answer all of them. Just let's get to where we can. The more concise, the better, so that we can answer as many as possible. And in those 60 seconds, you will also hear a little bit of a background music, because I like to be dramatic. So you will hear like a little quiz pre-show
Okay.
music in the background.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're ready, we can get started. I know that you prepared a little bit because you listened to previous episodes. So
Yeah, let's go. Let's
yeah,
go. Yo.
okay, let's go.
Ready.
So here's the music. Here it comes. And it loaded. Okay. What is the first game you ever fell in love with?
Abe's Odyssey.
Oh, I love that one. Okay, if you could play one genre for the rest of your life, what would it be?
For sure, roguelikes. Dungeon crawler. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
What's the most underrated game that everyone needs to play?
Max Payne 3.
Oh, I played that one. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. We'll talk about it later. Pitch your game in one sentence.
Binding of Isaac in Alien Prometheus world.
Great. Okay, I'm sold. What's your favorite? What's your guilty pleasure game? Something
Oh,
you
fuck.
love but know isn't perfect. This might get you thinking a little.
Okay, I'll try. Let's say Call of Duty Warzone.
Okay, makes sense.
It's,
Okay. I would classify it as a guilty pleasure game. And if you could be one game character for a day, who would you be?
Oh, this is because of the famous phrase "Sic parvis magna." It's Nathan Drake.
Oh, Nathan Drake. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And finally, we are a little bit over time, but you're Italian, so I have to ask you: pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
No. I'm joking.
I knew.
No,
I
please.
knew that we would. I knew that we would agree on that point.
Don't
Okay,
be evil,
perfect.
Don't be evil.
I knew that we would agree on that point. Okay, amazing. Thank you, Simi. Well, actually, you answered all of the questions. I think we were just
Super.
7 seconds over. So yeah, well done there, and some really nice answers there. Abe's Odyssey you mentioned, or was it Abe's Exodus? Which one of the two?
Both of them.
okay.
But yeah, the first one was this.
Okay, yeah,
because it's
it
the
was
first in
definitely one of the
series.
first games I ever
Yeah.
fell in love with. And actually, I did a game jam last month where I did a little game, and someone said that it was like a little obviously a little game, but like it was a maze game. Set in a corporate world where you would touch other coworkers to save them, they would start following you to the exit.
Cool.
And someone said the saving mechanic reminded them of Abe's Odyssey and Abe's Exodus. And I think that makes sense because it's a big game for me. And maybe it was in the back of actually, I'm pretty sure it was in the back of my mind as I developed the mechanic. So that was really cool. And you mentioned Nathan Drake. Yes, one of my favorites too. Guilty pleasure game for Call of Duty definitely makes sense. Yeah, and wait, what's the underrated game that you mentioned? I thought it was
Payne 3.
Max Payne 3. Yeah, want to elaborate on that one because I did play it, but it was a long time ago. So why do you think it's underrated?
Because it was lost. Let's say that most people, my friends and anyone that say Max Payne is not was not Max Payne 3 was not very good very good game, but I enjoyed it a lot. I on the PlayStation I made the Platinum trophy because clearly I'm attracted of games that have this the mode hardcore mode or permadeath.
Yes.
Because I'm attracted
because the
of this
roguelike
tension.
genre.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously,
And
yeah.
I'm searching. I'm searching this kind of experience in any games. And Max Payne 3 was clearly have this option. After you beat the game, you open this this new mode, and you must beat the game with one save. You can choose. It's the same structure as the Dead Space and Dead Space 2. That was also my other preferred games. But
no wonder. I mean, Geiger influences all over. So okay.
Alien stuff and.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, I mean, a lot of people say that Max Payne wasn't up to the up to the standard compared to Max Payne 1 and 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, those are two classics, but I feel like I remember I had some fun with Max Payne 3. I was around 18, so it was more than 10 years ago now. But yeah, I mean, that's to each their own, I suppose. Okay, now we've done the prologue segment. We can relax, we can slow down, we won't be as fast-paced anymore, and we can start getting into actually your story as a game developer. So as I mentioned, these are indie diaries. We're going to start from the origins. So I want to see if you can remember this. What is your earliest, the first thing you can remember that has to do with video games, the first memory you have?
Oh, man. Okay. Video games or games in general, the electronic, because
both, I guess. Yeah,
the handle the Tetris and something that okay. If I'm not, I don't know if was the first kind of or sorry, Commodore.
Sega.
No, really,
Commodore.
because it was my a family friend that have that console at home, and can't wait to go now to visit them to play on it, because until 19s when I bought I get my Sega, my Nintendo, was was there, was that the first experience was
nice,
that was Pong, games like
Pong,
this.
Okay. Well, some really early days stuff, which is amazing. Always thinking about those days.
What I remember, Tetris, Pong, stuff like this. Yeah.
Great. And do you think, well, obviously they're a bit far-fetched from what you do now, but I suppose that era is full of arcades where there's a lot of permadeath. So do you think that those early games you used to play influence the kind of stuff that you're making for players now?
For sure, because I'm a player, and I was a hardcore one, because I play for life and always search a new experience, no, and that's why I influenced it a lot on the
amazing,
game. Because O3 experience is practically a game that I want to play. No, it's my favorite games. Put it in one game, no? Or also, like you say, the Abe's experience that you put on the game jam, it's practically the same. And it's not a coincidence that my first prototype was something like Abe, a platformer. That when I start doing games, to experience was that, because the games reflects on my that's because
exactly.
I think 99% or 90% of the indie developers, will do a game that they want to play. That's
exactly,
and they connect with the game that they love.
I
That's
still
for
I
sure.
still remember speaking to someone who was making I don't remember the name of the studio, but I remember the games they were making were Them Bombs and some other games that were very co-op. And I still remember this episode that I did with this person, and he said, I'm developing games that I want to play with my wife. I'm
Exactly.
developing games that my wife might enjoy. So I'm making games for myself, but for my
Yeah.
wife as well. And so in doing so, I'm also making games for a wider base of players, which I thought was very sweet. And there's always a little bit of there's always an element of that,
Yeah.
as you also point out, you put everything that you love inside the game that you're making, especially if it's a commercial game, and also you're trying to make a game that other people may enjoy, but that you also want to play yourself.
Exactly.
So it's your
Yeah.
dream game that you would want to play if someone actually made it. So yeah, but on the topic of making games and making dream games, I mean, as I always say, there's that specific division, the specific moment where you realize, oh, I do enjoy playing games. So what about making them? So
Yeah.
when was that moment for you? And you mentioned that you transitioned from being like a tattoo artist to
Yeah.
making a game. So when did that happen exactly?
Okay. Because I have this. I don't know how to tell it. It's the hungry for the art itself.
Hunger, yeah.
Yeah, because being an artist, it's always this. It's a sentiment that I think any artist that have inside, that you want more. No, you want to create,
Mm,
to have something.
of
No,
course.
something more. And like I said, I've always been interested in games because I'm a player, and connecting that with the art and having always no curiosity for talks of big devs that know how they manage to create.
Mm-hmm.
And starting around 2017, I, yeah, we are there, and I start getting curious about how games are actually made.
Mm-hmm.
And I will, yeah, watching these tutorials and everything. And what happens was the click was when you are on the period of the COVID period.
Mm-hmm.
The studio was locked now, when the lockdown, everything closed at
Mm-hmm.
home. It was the moment to reboot. Let's say that I have a lot of time, and
Mm-hmm. Okay.
this helps to think a bit of
Mm-hmm.
and was that very period that anyone thinking because no the studio was closed, and you think, well, what I will do next on
Mm-hmm.
my life. It's you have that big questions. And
Yeah.
yeah, I reboot myself, and I say, okay, I
Nice.
need to try
Mm.
this now, to see
Mm.
what
Of course.
what I
Yeah.
can do. And I start
Well.
buying Unity assets, and
Mm-hmm.
to see how they are structured now, and
Mm-hmm.
understand how a level is made now. Simple things,
Nice. Yeah.
little by little, dissecting these assets. I understand how games are made, and I say, okay, let's prototyping. I start
Mm-hmm.
prototyping, and a lot.
Yeah.
And
Obviously. Yeah.
yeah, and when I start feeling that I have comfortable to create a project that is from the
Mm-hmm.
paper, from the sketch,
Yeah.
to be on screen and have the player character now moving and everything, and create an ability and create now this
Which
kind
is
of
the
stuff.
most satisfying thing on the planet when that
Exactly,
happens for the first
exactly.
time.
When you
Yeah.
say your baby, you see your
Yeah.
baby that
Uh-huh.
comes to life now. Let's say
Yeah.
like this. And yeah, I say, okay, let's start doing some game jams.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was practically O3,
Mm-hmm.
that is 03, and receive a positive feedback.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, okay, let's do this as my full next game, because
Mm-hmm.
was planned. Now I say, okay, let's do something small. Was a platformer
Mm-hmm.
that's in hold right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, okay, let's do something to have to have my my game out there. But yeah, after the game jam, I changed everything. The plan was
Yeah.
was
Obviously.
switched
Yeah. Okay.
because of the positive feedback. And yeah, open to. I say, okay, this one have something, and I'll go forward with the project in full. And this is the start of O3. No?
Amazing, yeah. And I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of developers that we see now, their games being published, I feel like a lot of them started during the COVID time, or they started looking into it during the COVID time. I had started a little bit earlier, but I think the COVID time gave me that extra free time to actually look into it a little bit more and be a little bit more serious. But it wasn't until recent years, I think 2 years from now, that 2 years until now, that 2 years ago. I don't know why I'm phrasing it that way. It wasn't until 2 years ago that that I started actually being super serious about development and such. And so I did an actual course. I started doing my first few games and whatnot. But I feel like it's something I've always wanted to do to an extent. And I think it started when I played To the Moon for the first time, which was when it came out. So I believe that was 2014. When did To the Moon come out? Let me see. To the Moon release date. That was 2011. So yeah, that was it's been since 2011 that I wanted to make something. So I can relate with that sentiment, I suppose.
Yeah, because grow now, little by little, and then
little by little. But then at some point, everything comes together, and as you say, then you start seeing your babies come together too. So yeah, but what would you say in all this process, all of these these like 5, almost 6 years now of developing and learning to develop, what would you say is a big development challenge that you've met and you've overcome? And how has it changed you in a way?
Jumping between art, code, marketing, debugging.
Obviously,
can be frustrating. I tell you, as a solo developer, it's and spending days on issue nobody notice it. And time pressure as a solo dev is heavy. But these struggles makes milestone, no? Milestones meaningful, no? And every success feels like a trophy. I don't know, it's earned, no? And this is the satisfaction that you go and achieve after a week of debugging, let's say, to solve something. And after that, you have that feeling that's a positive feeling, no? But until that point, everything is
the whole process is painful, of course.
Let's say that the time is very, very, very hard because as solo developer, the time is our enemy.
Yeah, time management is a problem. I think well, you said something really, really right there, which is I mean, in a way, when you're embedded in it, when you're doing the work, you don't realize how far you've come. You don't realize all the successes that have built upon each other to get you to the point where you are now. But when you start looking back, then yes, you can see all those successes and you can celebrate them. And then after a week of debugging, you're like, okay, this was painful, but look what I've done now. And also look at all the things that I've done so far. And so you start feeling a little bit more proud of yourself. But of course, the time pressure comes and the deadlines come and all of that. And obviously, it can get quite a bit stressful after a while. So I'm sure
exactly.
A lot of people, I'm sure
because
a lot of people can relate with that.
You must share your time with the marketing, because it seems nothing, but it's time, because 1 hour there, 1 hour there. I split my time half and half with my day job because I need to pay bills. No, I'm at that point because it's heavy. It's heavy on my shoulders. Sorry, and it's hard.
No, totally get you. Something that a lot of other developers I speak to struggle with, and especially the marketing side and having to split your time. And also, it's because you'd really much rather be working on the game than doing the marketing for your game. But unfortunately, that's not always possible. So, But let's now get into the game actually that you're making, and I'm curious about a bunch of things. So, first of all, you cited Geiger and Baginski. I will never say it right. As major inspirations, both here and also in your press kit. And you used to be a tattoo artist, and now you're a game developer. I'm curious about that crossover. So, would you say that games allow you to do something that art alone can't? What are you finding as a former artist that is fascinating about game development? How is the experience for you? Like, how are you living it? How are you enjoying it?
Okay, let's say that the base is always the same, no? Because I start
Yeah.
from sketching, no? I sketching on paper, I sketching
Uh-huh.
digitally on my tablet, no, and my iPad or graphic tablet, and from there, from the sketch or what I image, and I transfer on the screen, and I made everything. I have the full control. Artistic control is in house full. If something I don't like, I change. I skip
Yeah, of
everything,
course.
and I do myself everything. That's I like more because I have my idea, and that idea comes to life in game without any compromises. Yeah. I'm the one that create everything, and
Yeah, you're your
this,
own boss,
yeah,
basically. So yeah.
exactly. And this is the creative part is 100%. What happens with the tattoo? The tattoo, you are constrained of the client because the client asking you
Of
something.
course.
Now you must provide. It's like a service. You must do the piece of art, but you do what the client
Yeah,
it
and I'm
asks
curious
you.
actually
No?
about that. What would you say is the most popular request you receive? Like, how many hundreds of what have you done?
Oh, mama, it's very the small phrases and no phrases.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
yeah. Infinite,
Yeah.
infinity sign. That infinite sign.
Yeah, the infinite
Oh,
symbol. Yeah.
okay. Not very artistically, but yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you try to make
you
it
must.
fun, I
Yeah,
suppose. Yeah.
exactly. But it's a bit a roguelike a
Yeah,
roguelike thing. If
I guess the
every
connection to roguelike is
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
because if every day a client, let's say you have periods and you have the summer time, or when the kind of clients are very touristic in mind, no, and they ask this kind of subject, and
Right.
that's
Okay.
cool. Okay, but it's cool if because for the person that it get that tattoo, no,
Yeah, of
for the
course.
one
Yeah.
that make it, make that every day for
Yeah. Yeah. Of
2
course. Of
weeks
course.
in a row is not very satisfactory.
Yeah, and,
But
and and I guess, well, I mean, I know we're kind of bridging the topic of tattoo, and it's not necessarily 100% relevant, but I think it's interesting. Like, what would you say was the best, or the most beautiful, or the best memory that you have of a tattoo that you made for a
oh,
client, maybe?
ah, okay. No, the best experience in my
Uh-huh.
that I'm proud of, and
Uh-huh. Oh yeah,
this.
that's what I wanted to say.
Okay,
Yeah, well, the one that you're proud of, I
okay.
guess. Yeah.
I made the contest. There are a lot of contests, the tattoo
Uh-huh. Yeah.
expos, no, and
Yeah.
you go there with. No, with your studio, with
Mm-hmm.
everything, and made tattoos there, and you participate on the contest. You have contest in there, and I was in Germany in 2015. Yeah, I get there was something like 300 tattoo artists,
Okay.
and I participated with my a tattoo that was a portrait, no, for
Mm-hmm.
girl with no, something in colors, in
Mm-hmm. Okay.
realistic style, and I got the first place, and that
Nice.
was
Okay.
very very no. And you arrive at the top of the no,
Mm-hmm.
what you can get as an
Yeah.
artist, as a
Exactly.
tattoo
Yeah.
artist now,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and that was my peak.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lovely. Lovely.
yeah,
Lovely.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. And now going back to the topic of games, obviously, so that we go back in topic. Your game has been out for, well, no, it's not out, but the demo for your game has been out for a little bit, I suppose. You
yeah,
got the pre-alpha demo
yeah,
on Steam, I think it is.
yeah.
So I suppose you've managed to get some player reactions and such. What would you say has been one of the most memorable reactions that someone has had to your game?
Oh, of course, it's in mainly is the visually because the feedback
Uh-huh.
of the visual part is very, 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 very positive.
Uh-huh.
Everyone right now, because little by little they understand the background, my background,
Mm-hmm.
my artistic background, and
Uh-huh.
they start putting together the puzzle pieces, no, and understand why the game looks like this, no,
Okay.
and this is very satisfactory for me because
Mm-hmm.
I well, never think of this part being
Mm-hmm.
such a great
Ah,
I
yeah,
don't
of
know,
course, yeah.
yeah, it's rewarding, and yeah, most of the feedback that I'm searching
Mm-hmm.
is the gameplay itself.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's not the mechanics and everything that a player can.
I guess it makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't consider that. I suppose is it's art is something you do. Has been your career for
yeah,
a long
yeah.
time. So you kind of already know
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
can do
exactly.
it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but it's still satisfying to hear the feedback that people
yeah,
are really enjoying it. But what you really want to know is whether people are having fun with your game, because that's new to you. Okay, no,
exactly,
that makes sense.
exactly.
Yeah, I guess it's challenging because your artistic experience does take over some of that, because it's just that apparently you're very skilled. So yeah.
Well, and in that, yeah, in that part, I'm not struggling. Let's say no.
Yeah. Hmm.
I have a lot of problems in the other parts because every task is itself a challenge. No, and
Yeah.
you must think. I mean, now you have other. I don't know. You must set in that minds. No, in for you, if you do art, it's a task. If you must
Yeah.
do the marketing, is another
Mm.
stuff. You must think in another point of view, and this is the challenging.
Yeah, yeah, of course. We are near the end of the episode now. It's been a lovely chat with you, Simi. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
But it's still, I've got a few questions for you, and this is the most important. This is the one that, as you know, because you may have listened to more than one episode. It's the one that I ask everybody, and it's the one that I will always ask everybody on the show. Why are you a game developer? What drives you forward?
Oh, the hungry for art. That's
Uh
for
huh.
sure because I'm an artist. I'm reaching this. I want this to express myself, not to express my art, and this is other way, another canvas to make it possible. And the canvas is the screen and the gamepad that you use to play. And
Okay.
this is another artistic creation for me, and that's why I love playing games. That's for sure, and I
Yeah.
love have these games being played by others, and this is very very rewarding.
Hmm.
And having
But it's the
your
hunger
this
for the,
exactly,
yeah.
but in short, it's art itself. It's
Yeah,
very
it's the
yeah,
hunger for creating artistic
exactly,
experiences and such. Yeah, no,
exactly,
I can relate with
yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's a great motivation to have. Yeah, and well, I can see. Well, there's I don't know how much of that was inspired by COVID. I suppose it may have been, but I have something here in my mind that I want to ask you. I don't know how much of that was inspired by COVID and the fact that we were all locked up,
Yeah.
or maybe it's a reflection of your journey as a solo dev. But what's with the lone astronaut angle lost in the alien pyramid? Like, is there a parallelism with your own struggling maybe with loneliness or something, or is just something that you really care about?
Oh no no no! It's only the lore part. It's only the
Uh-huh.
story part. No,
Mm-hmm.
we must see playing the playing the game. You
Mm.
understand better what happens because you don't
Uh-huh.
know yet if you are alone or not. But
All right, okay.
it's and the name itself, the story, the very 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 first part of the story
Mm-hmm.
starts in that moment of the game jam
Mm-hmm.
because
All right, okay.
the theme of the game jam was you are not alone,
Uh-huh. Okay.
and was that not that was the click that closed the circle of the experience, and
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
start from that.
Really cool. The really cool theme for a game jam too. Like you are not alone. I'm thinking, how could you
and
develop it?
was
Nice, yeah.
03 was the part of
Uh-huh.
this experience.
Amazing. What was the game
Boom.
jam, by the way? You
It's
probably
the
remember.
breakies in 2022.
Oh, the Brackeys one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did take part in the Brackeys one
Super cool.
last year. I did a little platformer that was about loss, loneliness, and
I love
such.
doing.
I'm a writer for my day job, so I just like those the heavy stuff. But yeah, this year I only took part in the Game Maker's Toolkit game jam. But last year I did two. I also did the Scream Zone, the
I
Scream
love that.
Jam, Scream Zone Jam. Yeah, which is a horror game jam that
Nice.
you might know about.
I
Yeah.
love doing, but the time is
Yeah,
difficult
no,
because
obviously, yeah. Right, and last question for you. So, as I mentioned a few times, these episodes are kind of like diaries. I see them as kind of biographies or memoirs of the people that I invite on the show. And so, I want to ask you a very, very reflective question, I suppose. If this were your final diary entry, your final journal entry, something you write on a page and you leave for others, what's one message you would leave for players or for other developers like you? I'll leave the choice to you.
Okay. Well, this is cool one because lately, 2 days ago, I posted on Twitter and was something like this, that the game development is a strange journey. When you start, people doubt it and tell you that the market is saturated, that your game looks like another does, that leaving a job it's a mistake, making to become a solo dev or something like this. I've seen it happening, and the Hollow Knight, the game.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Silk Song that came out a
Yeah,
couple days ago.
this
So,
exactly. This is the post of on Twitter that I saw on other person that and after that I retweeted, and was like this. No, the first trailer on Reddit was met with meh. Everyone
Oh, I saw
commented,
that. I saw
no?
that one. Yeah. I saw it. They were saying, "Oh yeah, no, this is just another
Another
Metroid,
platformer.
another platformer." Yeah,
Exactly.
looks pretty generic. Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
but I mean, I read a comment too that said, "Never trust a redditor's opinion," and I think I would agree with that.
But
So,
this is the general people because it's not Reddit stuff, but it's in general because it's like this. No, and, everyone will say every time is you'll find the people that not the person that will say this game looks like that one. This game,
Yeah.
another platformer. Another roguelike. Another Binding of Isaac. No,
Yeah.
they always throwing hate. Let's say like this.
Yeah.
And today Silksong literally melt Steam servers. No, when they launch.
It was impossible to buy it for like 2 or 3 hours. So
Exactly.
yeah.
And
And it's such a good game. I did stream it on my channel,
super.
listeners. If you missed that stream, I think
cool.
by the time you listen to this episode, there may be a video that summarizes my first 2 hours on Silksong.
Nice.
So do check it out on YouTube on the Indie Diarist channel. But yeah,
I already played a little bit with my daughter because she loves now Hollow Knight and loves seeing me playing. And I played now an hour, no, not, but yeah, an hour too. Yeah,
it's really cool. It's really cool. I got to the first fast travel point and realized there's a surprise there, which I'm not going to spoil for you or anybody else. But it's really cool. It's really cool. I wasn't expecting it. I was like, oh hello mate. Oh well, that's unexpected. So yeah.
To close the speech now for the fellows, and don't measure yourself by early reactions, no, or trends.
Yes.
Okay, measure by persistence. Okay,
Absolutely.
to players now that know, for example, now the O3 was made for with the player in mind, no, and that's very 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 important.
Basically, listen to your guts and your heart. Yeah,
exactly. And push forward. Push forward. Don't
push forward. Yeah, I mean, listen to feedback from others, but also listen to your own instinct. If your instinct is telling you, oh no, I think this has legs, then someone will see it too.
That's very important.
And eventually they will come around.
Yeah.
So
focus on your alley.
Exactly. Exactly.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Simy. It's been a lovely chat with you. Thank you for your time, for agreeing to be on the show. It was, I always love speaking to another gigger enthusiast and also someone who really loves art. And I guess I have only one last question for you, which is just some wrapping words. Where can other people find you? And if they do, what's the best way to support you?
Okay, let's say that first of all, I have a campaign of on a pre-launched campaign on Kickstarter,
Mm-hmm.
and that is very important because let's say I need it for full experience of the O3, no, like having everything that I want without compromises. And of course, it's not only that; it's practically is a part of covering the music and everything. You
Yeah,
know, that's
the
normally because
stuff, of course.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the fans need it, but. The people that will help with the campaign. No, we have some tiers that let players help creative. No, the creative part ways like concepting enemies or leaving their mark on the world. No,
Yeah,
that's important to me because
of course.
O3 was never meant to be just my game. It's also the community, and Kickstarter is my way to open
Yeah.
this door.
That
No,
makes sense.
yeah,
I mean,
this is
it also gives you a way to see interest in the game. If you adjust things as they go, you get feedback
yeah.
from people who really believe in the project from the start. It's a really cool platform
Yeah,
to
because
use. So
they will
yeah,
be part of the journey. They will be part of the shaping O3. No,
exactly.
because you can make practically you can create your own enemies that will be in the game, or no, you can shape the story too. You can shape now some parts of you will be part of it, and that's very
Yeah.
very nice. Very nice. Yeah. I try to create an experience there too, and that's important.
And I think you're definitely on the right track there. And yeah, of course, your socials, I
Yeah,
suppose.
exactly. Yeah, the Twitter, TikTok, Discord is very, very important too for the feedback. If you play the alpha demo, please join Discord to leave a hello, say hello, and leave something, a line about what you think of the game. Is very important. It's also if it's something that you think is small already, someone maybe they already tell it, and the feedback is already received. But you never know. Please join and let your line there because
Yeah.
it's helping me a lot. I'm a solo dev, and for solo dev is very very important, the feedback.
Also, because a lot of people think exactly like those people and think, oh yeah, maybe he's already received
Exactly.
this feedback, or maybe and so they don't leave it, and so you never know whether that developer has already heard that thing or not,
Yeah.
because it may seem obvious to you, but maybe not to them.
Exactly. Because
So.
that's
All right. Well, I think that's everything, and of course, I will put all of the important links to your socials and the Kickstarter campaign and the demo on Steam all in the description of the episode, so that people can
Thank
check
you.
out the game and then support you. But again, it's been an amazing and lovely chat with you, Simy. Thank you again so much for your time, and wishing you all the best with the O3 All Descent, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy it on release and even support it on Kickstarter. I'm thinking so.
Thank you so much.
It just seems like there's a lot of passion in it and a lot of things that I love personally.
Oh,
So
the
I
passion
know
is
it's
for
going to
sure.
be
Okay, the passion is.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can see
That's
that.
I'm 100% that is there. No?
Beautiful. Yeah.
That's
All right. But wishing you all the best nonetheless. And yeah, let's see where you go. And obviously, best of luck with the Kickstarter campaign, because that
Thank
is
you so much,
absolutely
man.
a huge deal.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you for having me here and for everything, because it's very important for me. You already know, and yeah, wish you best, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.